Tombstone, 1881, a shimmering oasis of silver and sand in the heart of the Arizona desert, where fortunes are made and lost overnight. It was the Silver Queen of the West, a place of high stakes, flashing silver bars, and the constant spin of the roulette wheel. At the center of it all stood Wyatt Earp, a man of iron will, tall and watchful in his long black coat and wide-brimmed hat. His brother Virgil, the city marshal, bore the heavy weight of the law, his authority pinned to his chest in the form of a star. Morgan Earp, the youngest, stood ready by their side, his athletic build and focused gaze reflecting the danger that surrounded them. And then there was Doc Holliday. Pale and gaunt, the aristocratic gambler carried a deadly reputation and a silk necktie. In the smoky depths of the Oriental saloon, the law and the lawless shared the same air but never the same peace. Doc Holliday sat coolly at the faro table, his eyes tracking every movement while Wyatt stood guard, a silent sentinel of justice. The tension broke when Ike Clanton entered, his scruffy beard and dusty trail gear marking him as a man looking for trouble. A tense stare-down ensued. The air grew thick with unspoken threats as the Cowboy faction defied the Earp brothers' ordinance. Outside in a dusty corral at night, the storm was gathering. Ike Clanton and Frank McClory prepared for a fight they couldn't win. Frank McClory, grim and determined, checked his holster. The Cowboys were tired of the Earps' rules and ready to draw blood. The morning of October 26th arrived with a biting chill. An unexpected light snow began to fall over the high desert landscape. Virgil Earp knew the time for talk had passed. At home, he reached for his double-barreled shotgun, his face set in stone. The four men gathered, a unified front against the rising tide of lawlessness. Doc Holliday concealed a shotgun beneath his long gray duster. Then came the walk. 4 men abreast, marching down Fremont Street with a rhythmic thumping of boots that echoed through the town. The whistling wind was the only sound as they approached the vacant lot near Fly's photography gallery, where fate awaited them. The confrontation was immediate. Virgil demanded they disarm. Hands hovered over holsters, fingers itching for the trigger. In a chaotic flash of 30 seconds, the world turned to smoke and thunder. It wasn't a cinematic dance, but a desperate mess. Wyatt stood untouched amidst the lead, while his brothers were struck down. 3 cowboys fell into the Arizona dirt, their defiance ended. The aftermath was a sullen procession. The dead were carried away on shutters, leaving a legacy that would haunt Tombstone forever. Wyatt Earp lived on, a fading photograph of a legendary lawman in his twilight years, his eyes still holding the desert's heat. And for Doc Holliday, the end came quietly in Colorado, far from the gunsmoke of the OK Corral, but never far from the legend.